St. Robert, the Marys County Bank, Phelps Health, Lowe Chevrolet, and Rivard Heating and Cooling. Let's play ball with your Waynesville Tigers.
And a very good afternoon to you and yours once again out here in Waynesville, straddling the border of Waynesville and St. Robert for the first game of the 2024 spring baseball season. The Waynesville Tigers set to go to work. They play host to the Conway Bears. Connor Harbert here with you today, and for most of the Waynesville 2024 season, we will certainly get into the schedule in just a little bit, but basketball season is over, and we are moving on to the Diamond. Back outside once more for what promised to be a very fun year, not just for the Waynesville Tigers, but also for several of the Frisco League teams as well. We've got a very good broadcast schedule on the way, starting with a nice helping, though, of the Waynesville Tigers. And, of course, Waynesville trying to turn it around from last season, of course, didn't have the most success, coming off of a 2-22 record. They'll continue that hunt here for a winning record. First one in several years, in fact, believe the first one since midway through the 2010s. So hopefully Waynesville, they've retooled, they're ready to go. Certainly a lot of returning names from last year's team, so you got to hope that some of these players have improved. Lots of time for practice, of course, probably a couple weeks in at this point. First day that any team across the state can play as well, so I'm excited. I hope you are here as well. We'll be getting going here in just about 10 minutes. So a decent enough test for Waynesville in its first game this year, playing host to the Conway Bears out of Class 3. I was doing some comparing and contrasting from last year. Of course, not a lot of numbers to run off of this year, considering this is the first day and all, but Conway comes in with a record of 13-14. Last season were about 500. Definitely did play some teams around the area, of course, coming out from Laclede County, not too far away from where we're playing this one today. But it should prove to be a decent test, I think, here for Waynesville, so we can get kind of a judge, kind of a litmus test, if you will, about what to expect from the Tigers in the campaign. This will be the first of 2 straight games as well for Waynesville. They play very much tomorrow as well, a little bit of Saturday baseball. They're moving on to Lakeway, so we will also be there. That'll be our lone Waynesville road broadcast, at least at this point in the season, or at least as far as my current schedule is concerned. But make sure you tune into that one as well. We had Lakeway at home last year. This year we are going to Lakeway, and that will be an 11 a.m. start. That'll also be here on Z102.3. In fact, all the baseball games this year will be on 102.3. Of course, we don't want any conflicts with the pro baseball scene. Of course, the St. Louis Cardinals, they're gearing up and getting ready. They will be playing over on 97.9 throughout the year. Let's take ourselves a quick break. Of course, we've got plenty of sponsors for this upcoming baseball season. I'll let you hear from a few of them. When we come back, we'll go over the starting lineups as we creep ever closer to the start of today's ball game. Again, the Waynesville Tigers taking on the Conway Bears. We are back in a few minutes. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The dealership everyone loves doing business with, and that's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert. Having the all-new Tacomas arriving daily, and a low-rate story you will love, beginning with new Tundras that come with a rate-killing incentive of 2.25% for 48 months, 4.75% for 60 months on 24 Highlanders, RAV4s, Corollas, and Camry gas models. 55 years of experience means you can count on Seeger to take care of both you and your car. Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart, or 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
With approved credit through TFS, pro model not included, expires 4/1/24. 113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
And once again, back here at the Waynesville High School Baseball Stadium, we are just a few moments away from getting going our first game of the 2024 spring baseball season. As again, the Waynesville Tigers play at home. They open at home, taking on the Conway Bears. Connor Harbin here with you tonight, 97.9. Actually, nope, apologies. How about Z102.3 for you? Glad you could join me here for this one. Again, another baseball season is upon us. It is one of my favorite times of the year. Pretty much every season is my favorite time of the year, but I am ready, and I hope you are as well. I believe we've got the coaches meeting at home plate right now. Of course, we're going to have our national anthem here in just a little bit, but let's first get your starting lineups for this game. First of all, taking a look at Conway. Again, coming in with a record of 0-0. Batting leadoff for them today will be the catcher. That'll be Isaac Freeman. Batting second will be the pitcher, Brixon Billieu. And then batting third will be the second baseman, Cade Archer. Batting cleanup today will be the shortstop, Easton Jones. Batting fifth will be your right fielder in Jackson Gunter. Batting sixth will be the first baseman, Mason Miller. Batting seventh will be the designated hitter, Gentry Billieu. And then batting eighth will be the left fielder today, Tyler Vaughn. Finally, batting ninth, that'll be the third baseman in Quentin McGuire. Conway is coached by Clay Billieu and assisted by Steve Kirkwood. And again, 0-0 on the year. Now we take a look at the lineup here for the Waynesville Tigers. Again, some names you'll recognize from last year's squad. Batting leadoff will be the shortstop. That'll be Jackson Goforth. And batting second will be the left fielder in Carson Sutphin. Batting third today, that will be the... Sorry about that. Batting third will be the catcher Ethan Heberling today. Then batting cleanup will be the right fielder Cody Cullen. Batting fifth will be your center fielder, Justin Zuber. Batting sixth will be the third baseman, Hunter Althusius. Then batting seventh will be the second baseman, Luke Cassidy. Batting eighth will be the first baseman, Mason Thompson. And then finally, batting ninth today, that'll be your man on the mound. It'll be Wesley Dye. Again, Waynesville is coached once again by Trent Wise, back once again as coach of the Tigers. He's assisted by Mark Schneider and Richard Edwards. And then team managers Lucas Biggs and Jackson Hillman. Again, Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3, gearing up for another season of Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Frisco League Baseball as well. We'll have some area games thrown in here and there. But for now, let's move on to our national anthem. We'll be back here in a few minutes. Again, Waynesville Tiger Baseball on the way here on Z102.3.
Appliances. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club climate control system warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
National anthem from the Children of Freedom Elementary here today, which means we're ready to go. Our first baseball game of the 2024 spring season. Both teams records of 0-0. Literally could not play baseball before this moment right here. So this will be the first game for Waynesville. This will be the first game for Conway as we get it going here this spring season. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Again, the lineup today for Waynesville. You will have Wesley Dye on the mound. Behind the plate today is Ethan Heberling. Their first baseman will be Mason Thompson. Second baseman, that's Luke Cassidy. Shortstop, Jackson Goforth. Third baseman, Hunter Althusius. Then out the outfield, you've got Carson Sutphin in left, Justin Zuber in center, and Cody Colin in right field. Should be a good one. Again, some names you might recognize, some names that are moving up from JV baseball last year. Again, some names that kind of straddled the line a little bit, but you're just, well, that's not a word. How about eager to see who really makes a splash and an impact here early on in this campaign. Of course, Waynesville being the home team today, they will start out in the field. Conway will come up first. Batting up first for them will be Freeman, Bilyeu, and Archer, your catcher, your pitcher, and your second baseman as well. Before we get it going here, just one programming note. Again, we talked about it. Waynesville, Frisco area teams. We've got it all this upcoming season. Going to start it off with 5 straight Waynesville broadcasts. Just kind of the way it worked out this year. Of course, we got today, Waynesville and Conway. We'll follow that up on tomorrow. 11 a.m., our one and only road game, at least so far on the schedule. That'll be Waynesville at Lakeway, so still not going too far away, but we will visit the home of the Hornets for that one on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, Waynesville will play host to Marshfield, and then we'll take a week break. On the 26th, we'll have Waynesville and Hillcrest, and then on the 28th, it will be Waynesville West Plains. So those are your first 5 broadcasts. Our first Frisco League broadcast, that will be on April the 1st. So as we turn the calendar over, that'll be Dixon and Crocker. What a matchup that is supposed to be. Both those teams predicted to be pretty good here this season, so we'll kind of wait and see how that one shakes out. We'll follow that up with Licking and Iberia on April the 5th. So we've got some really, really good games on the way as we move on in to April. So again, Wesley Dye on the mound. Dye, returning player from last year. Of course, will also play first and third, plays at the corners, but starting today as your number 1 guy. He is a senior, so let's see how he does here this year. Definitely remember him coming in as a relief guy last year. Saw a lot of Peyton Breeden on the mound as that guy. Again, it was all kind of just working out. He would start at home. He wouldn't start on the road. We do a lot of home games, but obviously Breeden, he has moved on. He has graduated, so Dye gets the opportunity here on this opening day. He is a right-hander. He'll be facing a couple righties to start this one off. As we take to the diamond here on a very nice Friday afternoon. About 64 degrees outside. Nice little breeze and all that. Couldn't really ask for much more, especially after yesterday's storms. We didn't catch too much of it here in Waynesville, but did enough just to plant a little bit, not too much of a seed of doubt in my mind that we'd play today. But obviously, things worked out. So should have a few more warm-up tosses here before we get it going. Again, the catcher, Isaac Freeman, to lead things off here for a Conway Bears squad that finished just 1 game below 500 last year, 13-14, playing out of Class 3. So the throw will go on down, right on target from Ethan Heberling. And again, we're officially underway this 2024 season. So Freeman will step in here. So we actually get a few last words of wisdom from this Tiger infield. Now we'll get it going.
Leading off for the Conway Bears, Isaac Freeman.
Of course, we'll have much more to talk about in our pre-games this season as we move throughout the season, but again, Freeman in the box, batting from the right-hand side of the plate, here to face Wesley Dye. Dye out of the windup, first pitch of the season. It's a fastball high, here for ball one. Freeman, Bilyeu, and Archer. Again, don't know too much about Conway. Believe we did not see the Bears last year. At least not at home. Next pitch, that one looks good and is called as such. And that'll even the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm going to try to do a little bit more of my scorebook this year. Of course, keep my own unofficial book. I'm going to try to keep track of pitches this year. Next pitch is a fastball, high and inside. And Freeman will get ahead in the count now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Waynesville playing straight away. Infielders hugging the base paths here as we get another fastball inside. Makes the count 3-1. Hitters count here for Freeman. Next offering on the way. Again, misses high and inside. That's ball 4, and Freeman will start his year with a walk.
Number 27, Brixton Bayou.
So Freeman on board here. He's a senior. That'll bring us now to pitcher Brixton Bilyeu. Junior batting from the right-hand side here. One of a handful of Bilyeus on this roster. First pitch on the way was squaring up to bunt. Pitch misses high. Throw down to second. They got him. Heberling behind the plate. Guns him down at second. And that leadoff walk is put away. 1 out here in the first. Picture perfect throw right at the feet of Freeman. And now we'll see Bilyeu presumably swing away. Was looking for that sacrifice bunt. However, that 1-0 pitch misses high and makes it 2-0. So again, 1 down here, top of the first, just getting things started here today. Next pitch, again too high here. And it's 3-0. A lot of pitches missing high early in this inning. Now the 3-0 pitch. Bilyeu going to swing away, had the green light, but he misses. And we'll see our second straight 3-1 count. On deck now again, the second baseman, Cade Archer. Next offering to Bilyeu here is just barely going to miss the corner here. And it's 2 straight walks. So Freeman's gone, but Bilyeu will replace him over at first. Still 1 out. And again, settling in here is second baseman Cade Archer. Archer, another right-handed batter. Also a senior. Nice mix of grades here on this Conway roster. First pitch in there. And Dye will get ahead in the count here for the first time. 0-1. Got 5 seniors for this Bears team. Next pitch. Missed inside. 1-1. Do have a freshman on the roster. Next one on the way. Outside here. And it's 2-1. There is one freshman. That's actually the kid on deck. Easton Jones. So we'll see him in a moment. Here's a ground ball sent over towards short. Going to be played, though, by Althusius at third. Throw to first is in there in time. Runner will advance to second, but Waynesville does get out number 2. Althusius had a better angle on it that time. It was a slow roller towards short.
Easton Jones.
Go forth, let him have it. Althusius, a nice throw across the diamond to get that second out here. But stepping in now again is that freshman shortstop Easton Jones. Don't see a lot of freshmen batting cleanup. Don't see a lot of freshmen at the varsity level, period, but usually signifies they're pretty good. First pitch misses high, though, and it's 1-0. At least that would be a common thread of thought. Here's a swing and a miss, though. Breaking ball that time. Got him to swing over the top. 1-1. Fourth batter of the inning. On deck now would be right fielder Jackson Gunter. If the inning continues on past this point. 1-1. Here's another swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Meanwhile, though, Ball was dropped in the dirt. Blue took off for third. Blue, sorry. I was actually corrected on that. Spelled Bilyeuu, but pronounced blue. Fair enough. 1-2 count, but now a runner over on third. Next pitch. Here's a swing. Hard hit ground ball over to short. Goforth bobbles it. Has to throw over to first in a hurry. He got it, though, in time. And that does prevent the run. So, despite the pass ball putting a runner 90 feet away, a ground out to short for the shortstop Jones ends the inning. For Conway, no runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. Let's go ahead and move on in now to the bottom of the first. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Lawn and garden batteries are on sale because grass cutting and gardening season are upon us. Napa Lawn and Garden batteries are 10% off at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Springtime also brings the rain, and your Napa Parts store has Trico wiper blades on sale at $16 a pair. Similar savings on Rain-X and Napa wiper blades. Many Armor All products are on sale to keep it clean, as well as Blaster Penetrant White Lithium Grease and Industrial Strength Silicone Lubricants. Savings good until the end of the month and 7 days a week at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
And just about to get going here with the bottom of the first here in Waynesville. Tigers retire the Bears. 4 hitters sent to the plate, but keeping that runner stranded on the base pass means the Tigers have a chance to score first here in this 2024 campaign. They'll have, of course, the top of the order coming up. Goforth, Sutphin, and Heberling. Connor Harbin here with you tonight, here on Z102.3. Got to get adjusted to saying today, not tonight. Of course, we're playing here on this Friday afternoon, and we'll play Friday morning, or should I say Saturday morning tomorrow. Again, we will be there. It'll be our lone road game so far. Might add 1 or 2 down the stretch if it becomes a possibility, but we will be in Lakeway tomorrow. The Tigers take on the Hornets. Both these games, of course, you're listening in right now, Z102.3, but tomorrow's game will also be right on here. So throw on down to second means we are ready to go for the bottom of the first, and that means shortstop Jackson Goforth will take his first cuts here in this game. Turning starter from last year's team, Goforth, senior, shortstop, pitcher. See him in a couple different spots throughout the year, but he will get this first opportunity here. Right-handed batter will face the right-handed Brixton Blue. Blue hitting in the top of the first, but now taking to the mound here as he delivers the first pitch fastball, too low. And we go 1-0. Goforth, Sutphin, and Heberling. Next pitch. Here's a swing. Hard hit line drive into a gap in left center. This might be more than one. No, it's going to die out there in left field, but it is still going to be a leadoff single. Our game's first hit comes from the bat of Jackson Goforth. So Goforth puts himself aboard here. We'll see what the left fielder Carson Sutphin can do. Sutphin batting from the right-hand side here. He's a sophomore. Did see him a little bit varsity-wise as a freshman last year. But he will be batting second and playing left today, trying to move that runner along. First pitch of the fastball high here. Ball 1. In your defensive arrangement today here for Conway. Blue on the mound. Isaac Freeman behind the plate. Mason Miller over on first. Cade Archer on second. Pickoff throw over to first, but diving back in is Goforth. Jones will be playing over at short. That's Easton Jones. Quentin McGuire at third. Tyler Vaughn in left. Brady Rogers in center. And in right field, that's Jackson Gunter. Next pitch on the way. Another fastball high here. Sutphin well ahead in the count now at 2-0. Good-sized crowd on hand today, by the way. course, it is opening day. You'd hope for a large crowd. Hopefully it'll persist throughout the season. 2-0 now. A little bit better looking pitch that time, and it is. Caught the lower outside corner here, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Another pickoff throw here, but again, go forth. Able to dive back on in. Continue to wait this next pitch. Now how about the 2-1? Offered up. And just too high. 3-1. On deck again is the catcher, Ethan Heberling. In the hole right now. Cleanup hitter, right fielder Cody Cullen. If we get that far. Trying to avoid that double play to wipe that leadoff base runner off the pads. 3-1 pitch on the way. Go for it. Takes off. Swing and a miss. Tag is applied over at second, and they got him. So Waynesville was able to pick off a runner in the top half of the inning. Conway returns in kind. And meanwhile, over at the plate here, we're going to have a 3-2 count. They want, I believe, interference as well. Or something here that's brought Blue out of the dugout. That would be Coach Clay Blue. But whatever it is, it's not going to change the current status of the game here. Still 3-2. So a full count here to Sutphin. Now nobody on the base paths here. Attempted hit and run. Not working out for the Tigers. Perhaps trying to avoid that double play. But now one down. Here is that payoff pitch. In there, strike three called. So Sutphin couldn't pull the trigger there on the breaking ball inside. And that does mean it's nobody on, 2 outs for the catcher, Ethan Heberling. Heberling will be our first left-handed hitter today. Bats on the left-hand side. First pitch here to Heberling, apologies. Misses inside here, ball 1-1. Once upon a time, somebody said it was Heberling, and I guess it stuck. 1-0. Misses inside, 2-0. There's one player each season I just have to be reminded about. 2-0, though, is the count. Another pitch missed inside. Next offering from Bilyeu. That time it caught the edge, and it's 2-1. Thought that one might be just a bit inside, but Blue will get a strike back. 2-1. That time, a little less doubt there. And now it's 2-2 here to Heberling. Blue working very quickly. Now here's a 2-2. Swing, ground ball back to the mound. Blue has it. He'll flip it over to Miller, and that will end the inning. So a leadoff single for Waynesville ultimately goes nowhere. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Let's go ahead and move on into the second. Or still 0-0, Waynesville and Conway. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Is your doctor unavailable? Are you sick but can't make it to your provider's office or walk-in clinic? Not feeling well while traveling? Access on-demand care 24/7 with the Phelps Health Key Care video visit. Video visits are a great option to treat a wide range of minor medical issues, including allergies, colds, sore throats, sprains, strains, and more. Visit phelpshealth.org to get care now.
Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville is more than a dealership. It's where your Chevy journey begins. From the bold and powerful Silverado, the sleek sophistication of the Malibu, to the dependable Equinox, Lowe Chevrolet has the vehicle to unleash your thrill of driving. Plus, when you choose Lowe Chevrolet, you're not just getting a car, you're getting a family. Your journey begins at Lowe Chevrolet. Online at lowechevy.com and off I-44 at exit 156 in Waynesville.
Still no scores. We head on into the top of the second. Waynesville picking up the game's first base hit. A leadoff single for Jackson Goforth, but ultimately it goes nowhere. Caught stealing second runner. Caught trying to steal second today. 1 for each side. And then, of course, Waynesville goes down on a strikeout and a ground out. So again, Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. Hopefully you're having yourself a lovely Friday afternoon. Maybe going outside, maybe taking care of some chores and the whatnot. Good day to do so. Again, it's just about 64 degrees outside. 64 and sunny. Just a few clouds in the sky. Wesley Dye coming back out for his second inning of work. Again, gave up the 2 walks to start the inning, but was able to work around it. Left the runner stranded over on third. Another good throw. Well, pop past. Go forth over there at second, but nice velocity on it anyway. That means we'll get going here. Top of the second. Be 5, 6, and 7 coming up here for the Bears. First one up here will be right fielder Jackson Gunter. So Gunter steps in here. He'll also be batting from the right-hand side. Yet to see anybody not bat from the right-hand side here. First pitch here to Gunter, outside, and it'll be 1-0. Dye's had a little bit of control problems here early on. Didn't ultimately throw too many pitches in that first, though. He delivers a fastball up high here, 2-0. No changes defensively for Waynesville. Still that same starting lineup. Dye delivers the 2-0 here. Another pitch too high, 3-0. The majority of his pitches today that have missed the zone have been a little high. He'll try to work and bring that down. 3-0 now, taking all the way. Was able to bring it down enough, and that's going to be called strike 1. Gunter thought he had ball 4. Started heading down the line there, but ultimately going to be called back for that 3-1. Still a hitter's count for Gunter, though. Tries to give Conway its second straight leadoff base runner here. Dye likes the sign. The 3-1 is going to be fouled off to the backstop here. Go from 3-0 to a full count now, 3-2. On deck for Conway, first baseman Mason Miller. Third hitter we'll see for sure in this half inning. That'll be designated hitter Gentry Blue. Full count, payoff pitch here from Dye is going to be catching the corner, strike 3 called. Caught just enough of the lower outside corner there. Gunter thought again he had ball 4, but instead it will be Dye's first strikeout of the game. Out number 1 here in the top of the second.
35, Mason Miller.
Gunter couldn't believe it there that was called strike 3. Might have had an argument, but won't see me complaining. First pitch here to Mason Miller. Going to fall right in the middle of the zone. Definitely no complaint about that one. 0-1. Miller, left-handed batter, so there you go. 0-1 pitch now. That one misses inside. And it's quickly evened up 1-1. Gentry Blue on deck. Now Tyler Vaughn in the hole. That would be your number 8 hitter for Conway. 1 strike pitch going to be popped up. Left side here, drifting into foul territory underneath it, Althusius. And he'll put it in the glove here for out number 2. Althusius able to run it down there in foul territory, which means the first 2 are down. See if Waynesville can pull the 1-2-3 inning here. Stepping up, again, is your designated hitter, Gentry Blue. This is the younger Blue. He's a sophomore. Not playing in the field today. Missed the first pitch inside. 1-0. And that does move up left fielder Tyler Vaughn into the on-deck circle here. 1-0 offered up to Blue. Outside this time. Go from inside to outside here. 2-0. First of 5 straight Waynesville broadcasts. I know I've mentioned that a couple times, but something to keep in note. We'll spend a lot of time here with the Tigers. Here's a fastball high and outside for ball 3. 3-0. Conway, Lakeway, Marshfield, Hillcrest, and West Plains will all see during this stretch. Then we'll move to our first Frisco League game. 3-0. Blue taking it all the way, but caught the outer half of the plate that time. Strike 1. Dye's given up 2 walks today. 2 walks on 1 strikeout. Trying to avoid that 3rd walk today. Next pitch. That one's in the dirt. That will be ball 4. And Blue will draw the walk. So that is the third walk. That'll be a 2-out base runner now. And stepping in now is left fielder Tyler Vaughn. But before we get to Vaughn here, we'll have our first mound visit. Out comes Coach Wise to talk things over here. Looks like we're actually going to have ourselves a pitching change. Early pitching change here for Waynesville. That'll be it for Dye today. I'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. Again, no score here in the top of the second. Runner on first with 2 outs. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Tax Pros and More, with locations in St. Robert, Richland, Lebanon, and Jefferson City, offers everything you need to start your brand new business. Don't be afraid of being a sole proprietorship and starting your own company, because you can always grow and hire later. The experts at Tax Pro and More are here to help answer any questions and make the transition extra smooth. Tax Pros and More also specializes in tax return filing, planning, bookkeeping, and financial statement analysis for your business, as well as other payroll services. Call us today and we can help. 573-451-2229.
Action Automotive in St. Robert is your locally owned and operated full-service mechanic shop, offering affordable same-day services, oil changes starting at $55. Local owners Evan and Caitlin York want to earn your business. Call or stop by today. They can get your vehicle fixed and back on the road in no time. Action Automotive Services, located at 128 April Drive. Call 336-8875. Next to Best Friends Animal Hospital. Action Automotive, proud to service the Pulaski County Ambulance and Fire District.
New pitcher into the game, Hunter Althusius. He'll be the one to take over here, another right-hander for the Tigers. Again, we're in the top of the second. No score just yet, but Conway getting a runner over on first. Wesley Dye, the outgoing starter, was told during the break that Waynesville is going to be opting for a very low pitch count today. Of course, we mentioned they have a game tomorrow over at Lakeway. Want to save the arms for that game tomorrow. So, low pitch count means Dye going to be pulled here in the top of the second. Can't close the book on him just yet with that runner over on first. But it'll be up to Althusius, the next senior. Try to keep this one moving. Meanwhile, though, I believe over at third, that's going to be Isaac Martinez. So Dye will come out of the game here, it looks like. Looks like no change over at first, which means you will again get Martinez, the junior, over at third. Yeah, look.
Hey, David, I'm proud of you for voting today.
So let's get it going here. Tyler Vaughn again will settle in here. 8th batter in the Conway lineup. Batting from the right-hand side. Again, trying to move that runner forward from first. But 2 outs here. Waynesville trying to put up 2 straight scoreless innings here. On deck now would be the third baseman, Quentin McGuire. So just waiting for the home plate umpire here. Everybody kind of getting back in the swing of things here. It's a brand new season and all that. But here we go. Althusius will come set. Couple looks over his shoulder. Now the first pitch. Swung on miss. Strike 1. So good start here for the senior. Next one is going to miss high and inside. That'll back Vaughn out of the batter's box. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Another look over his left shoulder. The 1-strike pitch can be fouled off to the backstop here. And Althusius gets ahead here, 1-2. Again, no score here as we approach the top of the 5 o'clock hour. Wind gently blowing out to right field at the moment. And the 2-strike pitch. Too high. Count evens up 2-2. How about the 2-2? Another pitch too high here. 3-2. So another full count here. Second time we've had a full count here in this inning. First time, Waynesville got the strikeout. Looking for a similar result. That payoff pitch now on the way. Runner takes off, fouled off though to the net. He'll have to come on back. Of course, you'll see him take off again. Full count, 2 outs. No reason not to run. But for Althusius, the priority should be the man at the plate here. Next pitch. Again, Blue takes off. Pitch outside, though. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks here for the second straight inning. Conway will get themselves a runner in scoring position now. He'll be the number 9 man, trying to bring him on around here. That'll be the third baseman again, Quentin McGuire. McGuire is a senior. Infielder, pitcher. But actually, it looks like we're going to have ourselves a pinch runner here. See who for. Looks like it'll be the lead-up runner there. They'll bring out Blue and bring in Zach Triplett. Triplett listed on the JV roster is a freshman, but obviously just looking for most likely a little bit of speed out there. So Triplett the man now on second. Again, McGuire at the plate, batting from the right-hand side. Settling in, first pitch from Althusius. High, ball 1. After this, we turn over the batting order. See Isaac Freeman again. Any further than that, Bricks in Blue. Next pitch. Looked good. Guess a little low there. 2-0. Second batter Althusius has faced today. Now the 2-0. That one too high this time. 3-0. Getting squeezed a little bit out there. 3-0 here. Waynesville trying now to avoid loading the bases. One errant pitch away. The 3-0. Taken all the way, but able to drop one in there. 3-1. Conway yet to pick up a base hit. All their base runners today have come via the walk. We've got 4 of them. 3-1 now. That one again too low here. Bases loaded. So bases are loaded here as we turn it over to the top of the order.
Now batting leadoff.
There are still 2 outs. Waynesville is able to get those 2 quick outs. But having trouble putting somebody away. Again, Isaac Freeman returning to the plate here. Still looking for an at-bat. He walked back in the first. Walked, but then was thrown out trying to steal second. A good throw from Heberling behind the plate. First pitch. Too low here, 1-0. Next offering. Again, too high that time, 2-0. Again, a walk brings home the season's first run. At least for Conway, 2-0. That one's in there. Dropped it about waist high, 2-1. Triplett on third. Vaughn on second. McGuire on first. Here's a swing and a miss. And we go 2-2 now. Althusius can find one more good pitch. He'll get himself out of a jam here. From the windup, here is that 2-2. Too high, 3-2. Well, just the top of the second here, and I get my favorite play in all of baseball, the carousel. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded, everyone's running with the pitch. Didn't take long. From the windup, everybody takes off. The pitch is going to be fouled off. Off behind us, into the street it goes. We'll do it again at 3-2. Freeman fighting off one would-be strike 3. See if he gets an RBI for it. Next full count pitch. Inside, ball 4. 4 straight walks with 2 outs. And a run will score. 1-0 now in favor of Conway.
Now batting number 27.
So give Freeman the RBI on his second walk of the day. 2 walks in as many innings. The bases are still loaded. And that brings us to the pitcher again, Bricks in Blue, trying to help out his own cause here. First pitch to Blue, inside, ball 1. So that did bring Triplett home. Now Vaughn at third, McGuire on second, Freeman on first. Here's a hard hit ground ball over to short. Throw will go on over to second. Didn't have the guy there. He dropped it. Runner's safe. Everyone's safe, and they're going to score 2 on the play. Goforth fielded it cleanly, tried to go over to second. Luke Cassidy on second. Wasn't necessarily there in time for it. Ends up dropping the ball. Means Vaughn will score. And McGuire also able to score on the play because of the drop.
Now batting number 5.
3-0 now in favor of Conway. That'll go down as an error. There'll be an error here on Cassidy. You'll have Blue over on first. Freeman going to be replaced by a pinch runner here. Looks like that is going to be Wyatt Lewis. Also a freshman. First and second here, still 2 outs. Again, Waynesville got 2 outs to start the inning, but just now cannot seem to put anybody away. Ground ball over to third. This could be a force. They stutter step. Now a throw over to first is going to pull him off the bag. Everyone's safe again. Now there's a run down over at third, and he'll be safe there as well. They fielded the ground ball over at third. Martinez just had to go over to third for the force. Stutter step, though, by then had taken too long. Then tried to throw a crossover to first, but the ball sailed wide. That's going to be an error on Martinez.
Batting number 6 for the Conway Bears, Easton Jones.
And that means Conway will have batted around here without a single base hit here in this top of the second. Freeman over to third. Blue on second now. And again, Archer standing over at first. First offering to Easton Jones. Catches the inner half here for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Now here's another ground ball over to third. Throw this time is just going to simply go over to first. Another low throw, but a nice dig over there at first. Mason Thompson pulls that one out to end the inning. But not the inning perhaps Waynesville was hoping for there. They commit 2 errors to allow 3 runs. 3 runs, no hits, 2 errors, and 2 runners left over on base. That'll move us on into the bottom half of the second now with Waynesville trailing Conway 3-0 back in 60. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
If your heating and air exchange is not working properly, it might be time for an upgrade or an overhaul. AirServe Heating and Air in Waynesville is a full-service heating and air company. Allergy season is upon us, and AirServe offers indoor quality solutions. From the simple and efficient duct cleaning to replacing an old unit with an energy-efficient one. There's free estimates and financing options, so you know the cost before you start. Call 433-3613 or stop by the office at 505 Historic 66 in West Waynesville. AirServe in Waynesville, locally owned and operated by your neighbors.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
Well, Waynesville now with a little work to do here as we enter the bottom of the second. They trail this one 3-0. Couple errors, a little bit of a walk problem on the mound. Means Conway takes a 3-0 lead without recording a single base hit thus far in the game. Again, Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Fortunately, plenty of baseball left to be played here. You got the middle of the lineup coming up for Waynesville. 4, 5, and 6 went down essentially in order in the top half of the, should I say, the bottom half of the first. At least went down the first 3 hitters, despite recording that leadoff single. But let's see what 4, 5, and 6 can do here. First one up will be the sophomore, Cody Cullen. Cullen playing out in right field, but again, batting cleanup. He'll look to start something here. Again, Bricks and Blue on the mound for Conway as he delivers a first pitch. High, ball 1. Next pitch on the way, goes toward the breaking ball there, but delivers it high again, 2-0. (2-0) pitch now to Cullen. Outer half, going to be called a strike. Cullen Zuber Althusius. 2-1 to the right-handed batter. Same spot, same result here, 2-2. One strikeout for Blues so far. Looking for number 2, the 2-2. Chased one way high here, but caught enough of it. Fouls it off to the backstop. Stays 2-2. Very defensive swing that time coming from Cullen. Got to expand your zone, but that time was about neck high. Kind of chopped that one to the backstop. Next 2-2. Another one on the outer half. Cullen knew it, called strike 3. So Blue gets his second strikeout of the game. One down now for Waynesville. Brings us to center fielder Justin Zuber.
Justin Zuber.
Zuber, a junior. He'll come up. Bases empty, 1 out. First pitch, high, ball 1. That moves Althusius into the on-deck circle. Luke Cassidy now on deck. Next pitch, high again, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Again, 1 away. Next pitch from the windup. Swung on and missed here, 2-1. Two one now. Another breaking ball that just finds that outer half, just pounding the outer half of the zone right now here. 2-2. Waynesville going to have to extend that bat and reach out. Send one opposite field here. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Fouled it off. Ooh, just barely caught a piece of that one. Thought it was missed at first here, but it actually is going to go 2-2. Or stay here at 2-2. Billy always working quickly. Next 2-strike pitch. Caught the knees. Strike 3 called. So back-to-back strikeouts for Blue. And with the bases empty, 2 outs. Hunter Althusius.
Hunter Althusius.
So Althusius currently on the mound. Again, working on a low pitch count today. See if he starts out the next inning, but right now is the pitcher. Pitch outside here, 1-0. First trip to the plate today. Trying to avoid a second straight 1-2-3 inning. 1-0. Hard hit fly ball out towards center. Backing up on it is Rogers. That's over his head, though. That's all the way out to the fence. Althusius rounding first. He's going to go for 2. He'll have himself a stand-up double. Caught a piece of that one. Rogers honestly didn't start backing up on that one until it was a little bit too late. Might have been playable out there. But Waynesville going to need to take what they can kind of get right now. And it will go down as a 2-out double. So Althusius aboard here. And settling in now will be the second baseman, Luke Cassidy. Cassidy, a junior. Trying to cut into this lead. 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Cassidy, a right-handed batter. Batting 7th in today's lineup. First pitch, high, ball 1. One ball here, no strikes. Blues' next offering going to be fouled off well to the right. Over the Conway dugout and off to the street again here, 1-1. If Cassidy can keep the inning alive, we'll see Mason Thompson after that. And I believe we'll see Isaac Martinez. Attempted pickoff throw, nobody actually covering second. Althusius going to dive back in anyway. And we'll continue to await the 1-1. One strike pitch. Inside here, 2-1. So Cassidy ahead in the count. Again, one of many juniors on the team this year. Again, nice even spread between the grades this year. 2-1, outer half, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Althusius over on second. Pitch, fouled off again here. Still 2 strikes. $3-0 our score if you're just now tuning in. 15 minutes past the top of the hour. Next 2-2. Low and away here in the dirt. And we'll get a full count. Althusius will not need to run. First base unoccupied with that 2-out double. We're going to keep the line moving here. Full count, payoff pitch. Too high, ball 4. And Cassidy's on. So Cassidy will move on over to first. Althusius will stay over on second. First and second with 2 outs. And now it's up to first baseman Mason Thompson. Thompson, a good dig defensively back in the top half of the inning to at least limit the damage to just the 3 runs. Now trying to get it done with the bat here. Runner in scoring position. First pitch low in the dirt. Althusius not taken off. 1-0. Waynesville 2 hits today, but trailing. Big lead over on second for Althusius. 1-0 from Blue. Well outside here, 2-0. On deck now, looks like that is Martinez. So he'll take over for Dye here. But now we'll have time called. Or is that Dye? Can't quite see the number out there, but we'll have a quick meeting here between catcher and pitcher. Of course, Dye wearing 15, Martinez wearing 25. It does look like Martinez. We'll see. Eventually, one of them will have to come up to the plate. I'll tell you for sure then. But for now, it is 2-0 here to Thompson, first baseman, who's a junior as well. 2 balls, no strikes, well ahead in the count. Here comes the offering. Swung on, foul tip to the backstop, 2-1. Districts also should have come out today. Now that I think about it. Of course, Waynesville playing in Class 6 this year. District 2. There we go. Here's the 2-1. Fastball high here, ball 3. Sharing a district this year with Eureka, Kirkwood, Lafayette Wildwood, Lebanon, Marquette, Parkway South, and Vianney. Vianney also has a win already to their name here. 3-1, next pitch. High and inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And the bases are loaded here for Waynesville. Tying run is on here. And you will have coming to the plate here, Isaac Martinez. So it will be Martinez here. Again, batting in the 9 slot. He'll try to at least bring 1 runner home. Still plenty of time to make up the rest of the runs, but got to get something here. Prime opportunity with these bases loaded. He's a right-handed batter. First offering. Fastball knee high here, strike 1. 6th batter of the inning. Again, still 2 away. 0-1. Misses the upper outside corner, 1-1. Inning started with back-to-back strikeouts here for Brixton Blue. But then a double and 2 walks. Got these bases loaded. 1-1. High and outside that time again here. Martinez ahead in the count, 2-1. After this, if the inning stays alive, it's back to the top of the order. Jackson Goforth on deck. Carson Sutphin in the hole, 2-1. That one might have been a bit outside here, 2-2. Of course, don't have the right behind the home plate angle here today. I'm slightly off center, but that looked outside. Nonetheless, still 2-2. Pitch from Blue. Caught the corner, strike 3, and Waynesville lead the bases loaded here in the second. So 3 strikeouts for Blue means it's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base for Waynesville in the second. We've got the top of the third when we come back. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the Bank of Pancake Breakfasts, the Bank of New Best Friends, or the Bank of Fireside Memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
Top of the third here in Waynesville. 3-0 our score. Tigers, they trail the Conway Bears early on in this game. Connor Harbin here with you today. Hunter Althusia still on the mound here. Again, as we mentioned a couple times, pitchers working on a low pitch count today. Save arms for tomorrow's matchup at Lakeway. So we'll see how far into the inning Althusius goes. He had to throw a lot of pitches there in that second trying to get on out of the inning. Lots of full counts, lots of 3-ball counts, I should say. And again, lots of extra batters. Waynesville kind of shot their own selves in the foot in that second inning with a couple of errors. Remember, Conway, despite the 3 runs, yet to pick up a base hit in this game. So it will be 5, 6, and 7. Also defensive substitution here, by the way, for Waynesville. Wesley Dye back in. He'll actually take over at third again. And I believe that is the only change here for now. So Dye in at third.
Jackson Gunter.
As the inning will once again be started by Jackson Gunter. Gunter 0 for 1 in today's game. He struck out looking. At the time, that was Dye on the mound, so first time he'll see Althusius today. Second at-bat begins with a swing and a miss, 4-strike 1. Next pitch launched in there, hard hit line drive, but foul down the third base side. And it's quickly 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here. Althusius looking for his first strikeout of the day. Again, Waynesville just 1 strikeout as a team here in the third. But here comes the 0-2. It is inside here, 1-2. Waynesville's had a control problem today. Plenty of walks given up. 6 of them thus far. Now the 1-2. That one hops the plate. It'll even up here 2-2. 2 straight outs in the second, but then gave up 4 straight walks to walk home a run. Conway's lone earned run today. Then the errors came. 2-2. Here's a swing, hard hit line drive. This one's going to stay fair. And that'll almost certainly be extra bases. Going to round first. He's going to go for 2. Here comes a throw in from the outfield. No, they're actually going to get it in quickly enough to send him back to first. Thought that one was definitely going to be 2, but a nice rally there. Sutphin gets it in to go forth. Go forth gets it on over to Cassidy. And they keep it to just a leadoff single. But still a runner aboard here for the Bears. Bringing us to first baseman Mason Miller. Left-handed hitter who popped out into foul territory last time up. Popped out to, at the time, Hunter Althusius. First pitch drops in, called strike 1. Now the next offering here. Well high above the head of Miller that time. 1-1. On deck now, Gentry Blue. Designated hitter in the hole, Tyler Vaughn. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch going to be swung on and fouled off to the net here. 1-2. First game of the new campaign. Again, believe this was the first day any team could play. Saw Vianney had a 1-0 record. So pitch misses outside here. Goes 2-2. I'll have to check up on that. Might have been a tournament. It didn't. Is in fact. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. First base is occupied, so he'll be out. Meanwhile, the throw over to second is going to be sailing into the outfield. Not far enough to move Gunter, but still out number 1 here at the plate as Althusius gets the strikeout. So 1 down now, but another runner in scoring position for Conway. And that does move us on here to Gentry Blue. But before that, we might have ourselves another pitching change. Yep, another new pitcher will come into the game. Looks like it might be the man out in right field here, Cody Cullen. We'll tell you who it is when we come back. We're back in 60. Again, 3-0 here in the top of the third. Conway leads Waynesville. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Security Bank of Pulaski County, locally owned and operated, vested in our communities. When you call, we answer. No automated voice. We care enough to talk to you. Security Bank offers online banking, mobile deposit and bill pay, person-to-person transfer, and secure checking plus business loans, commercial loans, SBA for veterans, and agricultural loans for livestock and crops. Security Bank of Pulaski County with 2 locations, 110 Lynn Street in Waynesville and 102 Carson Boulevard in St. Robert. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The dealership everyone loves doing business with, and that's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert. Having the all-new Tacomas arriving daily, and a low-rate story you will love, beginning with new Tundras that come with a rate-killing incentive of 2.25% for 48 months, 4.75% for 60 months on 24 Highlanders, RAV4s, Corollas, and Camry gas models. 55 years of experience means you can count on Seeger to take care of both you and your car. Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart or 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
With approved credit through TFS, pro model not included, expires 4/1/24.
New pitcher into the game here for Waynesville. It will be Cody Cullen. Cullen coming in from right field. Wesley Dye will head on out to right. And I believe Althusius will take over here. I believe back over at third. We'll have to kind of wait and see here. But again, Cody Cullen going through his warm-up tosses. He is a right-hander. Third straight righty we'll see here for Waynesville. Again, can't close the book just yet on Althusius. So you got that man over on second. Never actually closed the book on Dye there as well. But we are seeing lots and lots of pitches here for Waynesville. So we get back to it again. A runner over on second after the drop third strike. It is a designated hitter, Gentry Blue. First pitch here to Blue. Misses low and inside here, ball 1. Blue walked, later scored. It wasn't Blue himself, though. It was the pinch runner in his place, Zach Triplett, who scored. But was able to draw the walk, the first of 4 in a row. Eventually walked home. 1-0 from Cullen now. Catch the upper inside corner, 1-1. It is Jackson Gunter over on second. He led off with a single here in this third inning. The 1-1. Low and inside. Got away from Heberling here. Moving on over to third is Gunter. No throw. Conway perhaps a 4th run. 1 bag away. Go down as a wild pitch here. Two and 1 count here at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. And now the next pitch from Cullen. That's going to hit him. He'll take one off the back. He'll move on over to first for his second free pass of the day. This one a little less free than the walk. Take a little bit of pain with it. That means it's runners at the corners now for Tyler Vaughn.
Now batting number 1, Tyler Vaughn.
So Tyler Vaughn stands in for the second time. He also walked. He would also later score himself. He was the first of 2 runs to score on the error. First pitch, fastball inside corner here, 0-1. Again, an error. Trying to get the force out over at second to end the inning. Ended up allowing 2 runs to score. Rather costly error back in the second. 0-1 now. Missed it low here. Runner takes off for second. Blue will get on in there. No throw. Just trying to bait that throw perhaps to move that runner from third. But they'll just give him the bag. So second and third now. Still with only 1 out. Again, 1-1 count here at the plate. Next offering from Cullen from the stretch this time, right down the middle. 1-2. Second batter Cullen's faced after hitting the first. Trying to get it out at the plate here. That would be very nice. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next one, breaking ball dropped in there, called third strike. So Cullen goes to the breaking ball, actually dropped it in through the top of the zone there. Strikes out Vaughn. There's 2 down now.
Now batting number 25.
2 down, and third baseman Quentin McGuire. Moving on in now. McGuire also walked, also scored. Again, he was the second player to score on that error over at second. First pitch, that's going to go to the backstop. That's going to be a wild pitch that scores a run. Gunter will score, 4-0 Conway. Low outside and in the dirt. Rolled up Heberling. And Gunter scores. 2 straight innings now. Conway's been able to bring home a run. And again, 4-0. Bears lead. Trying to limit the damage now. Best way to put it, 1-0. That one finds its mark, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike here to the third baseman. Worked a 3-1 count last time he was up here. 1 strike pitch, trying to find that lower outside corner again. A little bit closer this time, but misses still, 2-1. Cullen still working from the stretch. 2-1. Swung on, slow roller ground ball right in front of home plate. Heberling has it. Throw will have to be over to first. It's there, and that will end the inning. So just the 1 run across on that wild pitch, but they'll still leave a runner stranded at third. It's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left over on base. Bottom of the third we go. Waynesville, a little bit deeper hole now. They trail Conway 4-0. We're back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Baseball. You're on Z102.3.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Bottom of the third here in Waynesville. 4-0 is now our score. Conway bringing home a run on a wild pitch. So Waynesville tries to get anything going here offensively. Almost got it going there in that top half of the, should I say the bottom half of the third. How about the bottom half of the second? Certainly in the season, we'll iron out all these mistakes here, but ultimately ended up striking out to leave those bases loaded. So we go to the top of the order. It'll be 1, 2, and 3. Goforth, Sutphin, and Heberling. Again here on this Friday afternoon. Guess we've moved on into the evening now. How about Friday evening? So again, Jackson Goforth at the plate here. Takes the first pitch low here for ball one. Goforth owns one of 2 base hits today for Waynesville. That was a leadoff single, although he was then thrown out trying to steal second. Next pitch. That one was way outside, but it's going to be called a strike here, 1-1. Whew. That was just about off the plate, and then some. 1-1, though. Here's another pitch to Goforth. That was the same spot, but it's going to be called ball 2. Welcome to spring. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the next pitch here from Blue, who remains in the game. That time it's way, way outside here, 3-1. Blue getting through the first 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, couple walks. And again, the 2 base hits given up. 3-1, hitter's count is in there at the knees. Full count to start things out. Full count here to Goforth. Payoff pitch from the stretch. Bilyeu. How about Blue? Fouled off here to the net. We'll do it again. So we'll get another 3-2 on deck. Again, Carson Sutphin. Ethan Heberling. He'll bat third here. Those are your 3 guaranteed. But it all starts with Goforth. Next payoff pitch. Breaking ball, swung, missed it. Strikeout number 5 for Blue. Couldn't hang back on the curveball that time. Goforth is sat down tonight. And that does bring us to left fielder Carson Sutphin. Sutphin looking for a measure of revenge. He struck out looking his first time up, so 0 for 1. First pitch fouled off to the net here, 0-1. Sutphin down in the count early here. Next pitch on its way. Blue taking a little bit of time here. Had to run that ball down off the backstop. Way outside to the backstop it rolls. Nobody on to take advantage of it. 1-1. Coach Wise over at third base. Giving Sutphin his orders here. 1-1. Again, 2 outside here. 2-1. Still from the windup. 1 strike pitch. Ground ball sent over towards short. Easton Jones, he'll scoop it up. Throw across to first. Is not going to be in time. And Sutphin will beat out the infield single. Jones decided to play back on that ground ball. And that gives Sutphin enough time to hustle on down the line. His first base hit of the day. And Waynesville's third. See what Waynesville can do with this one here. That brings us to, again, left-hander Ethan Heberling. Heberling ended the first inning by a ground out to the pitcher. Steps back in here. Looking to send the ball to the outfield. Move that runner around. First pitch, down the middle, strike 1. On deck now, Cody Cullen. The inning continues on here. 0-1 from Blue. Missed the corner. Upper outside here, 1-1. Big thank you to all of our sponsors for joining us for today's game. Like I said at the top of the broadcast, I think it was during the pregame, we got a lot of them. A lot of familiar faces. Like to support Waynesville and area athletics. I'll get you the rundown here in a moment. Ground ball over to third this time. This one will stay fair. Ball's going to be bobbled. Everybody's safe. So Conway will have its first error of the game. It'll be an E5 on Quentin McGuire. And Heberling will get on over to first. Sutphin, the lead runner, now stands over on second. We'll get a pinch runner here, by the way, for Heberling. Out there to run for Waynesville. It'll be Owen Schick, the sophomore. Schick, a familiar name to myself for basketball reasons. I believe the one name from the varsity basketball team playing baseball. First pitch here to Cody Cullen, chasing one high here. Misses 0-1. So again, men on first and second, one out. 4-0, bottom of the third. Cullen a strikeout victim his last time up. 0 for 1 today's game. 0-1 pitch, gonna swing away again. Misses again though, 0-2. Justin Zuber now on deck. In the hole here, Hunter Althusius. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. The next one from Blue. That time going to make contact, but going to foul it off. Off toward the Conway dugout. Stays 0-2. Cullen, of course, now operating as the pitcher. Started the game out and right. Right field at the moment, theoretically, occupied by Wesley Dye. See if that changes, though, as we move throughout this game. Already several lineup changes for the Tigers. Next 0-2. That one down the pipe, strike 3. Cullen will strike out for the second time here in this game. Blue has his 6th strikeout here in the third. So still men on first and second. Waynesville has been able to put a man aboard in all 3 innings. But moving him around's been the problem here. We'll see if Justin Zuber can put him on through. First pitch to the right-hander Zuber. It's a swing and a miss, 4 strike 1. Zuber struck out back in the second. Struck out looking. Again, Brixton Blue on the mound, already up to 6 strikeouts here in the bottom of the third. 0-1 now on its way here. Another swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt that time, and it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Zuber. Again, 2 outs. Danger of wasting that runner in scoring position. Fastball outside here. 1-2. Lucius on deck. Cassidy in the hole. Here comes the 1-2 now from Blue. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Waynesville will strand another couple runners here. So back-to-back strikeouts for Blue, who's now up to 7 for the game. Means that Waynesville again leaves those runners on. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and there were 2 runners left on base. We're into the top of the 4th here in Waynesville. Conway still leads this one over Waynesville 4-0. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Back to the mound here, Cody Cullen. He will start off for Waynesville here in the 4th inning. He's able to end the 3rd with a strikeout. Apologies, not a strikeout, but rather a ground out. Was able to pick up at least one strikeout there in that 3rd inning, but Waynesville, they still need to do a little bit of work here. They trail at the moment. To Conway 4-0. Conway picked up 3 in the 2nd, a 1 in the 3rd. It'll be 1, 2, and 3, top of the order coming up for the Bears here. Again, Connor Harbit with you today, Z102.3, first game of the 2024 spring baseball season. Lots of teams, I believe, getting started today. And that, of course, includes Waynesville. Freeman squaring up to bunt here, pulled it back, pitch, I guess missed the corner there. It's ball 1. And the name of the game today for Waynesville has just been keeping the ball in the zone. Too many free passes given up in today's game. 1-0, hard hit line drive, ball is off the glove of Althusius, still has time to make the throw to first, but it's not going to get there. Great try there for Althusius, but it will go down as a leadoff single for Freeman. That was a hard hit line drive over to Althusius. Ball ricocheted off the glove.
27, Brixton Blue.
Rolled past him a little bit. Tried to chase it down and make the throw across, but Freeman, leadoff hitter for a reason, already there. So, man aboard. Freeman gets on for the 3rd time today. And we'll see Brixton Blue. Fouls off the first pitch, off to the right, now to play. 0-1. Blue is 0 for 1. He walked in the 1st, reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd. Again, that was the play where Waynesville tried to go for the force at 2nd, but misplayed it. 0-1. Another hard hit line drive. That's off the glove of Thompson and into right field. That'll also go down as a base hit here. It's 2 straight singles to start this one out, and we'll have runners at the corners. Freeman gets all the way to 3rd on the play.
Now batting number 5.
So Conway started to put ball to bat here. Again, just had the 1 hit in the first 3 innings, but now have 3 of their own. Freeman gets aboard. Blue goes to the opposite corner. That time a tough play for Thompson to make. And it's a good RBI opportunity here for the 3rd man in the lineup, Cade Archer. Archer's 0 for 2. He grounded out the 3rd in the 1st. Reached on an error in the 2nd. They'll send the runner off towards 2nd. Ground ball over to 1st. Thompson, I believe he missed the bag. Throw home is not going to be there. Did he get to the bag or not? He did not. He actually stopped short of the bag before throwing home. So everybody's safe. And Conway will score a run. It's going to go down as an error on Thompson. Fielded the ground ball cleanly. Knew he needed to make the force play over at first, but he didn't actually step on the bag. Got preoccupied with the play at home. So nobody's out. Freeman will score. Blue stands on 3rd now, and Archer again stands on 1st. 2nd straight time here, Archer's reached base on an error. For Waynesville, that's their 3rd error of the game. So still runners at the corners here. Now here's shortstop Easton Jones. Jones also 0 for 2. He has 2 groundouts thus far. First pitch outside here, 1-0. Runner takes off for 2nd. Swing and a miss here at the plate. Nope, foul tip into the glove. Same result though. 1-1. Meanwhile, though, Archer will move on over to 2nd. So 2nd and 3rd now with nobody out here in the 4th. The 1-1. Too low that time here, 2-1. On deck, Jackson Gunter. See him for sure here. Well, not for sure. Waynesville still very much could pull off a triple play. Odds are not very likely, though, with men on 2nd and 3rd. Here's a ground ball over too short. They'll watch the runner back to second. They'll make the throw to first. Meanwhile, though, the run does score. 6-0 Conway. So Jones will be thrown out 6-3. Goforth doing a good enough job there to watch that runner back to second. 4 making the throw on over, but meanwhile, Blue does score over from third to make it a 6-0 game. So it's an RBI ground out for Jones. That brings us now to right fielder Jackson Gunter. First pitch to Gunter, going to send a high fly ball out toward the left. Moving up on it is Sutphin. Reaches up, makes the catch, out number 2. Sutphin had to come a long way for that one and left. Reaches up. I believe having a look into the sun there, but able to track it, make the catch. I know he's wearing sunglasses out there, so getting his money's worth there on that play. So 2 straight batters down here. It's 2 outs. Runner still on second, though. And at the plate here, it's first baseman Mason Miller. Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Almost to the 6 o'clock hour now. Again, still in the 4th. 0-1 on its way. Runner taken off for third. No throw. They'll just give Archer the bag. Previously stole second. It's now stolen third as well. 1-1 here at the plate. The pitch did miss low and inside. 1-1 now. That time low and outside. 2-1. Cohen still on the mound here. Next one. Here's a swing. Foul ball. Bounces behind home plate, 2-2. Cohen, he's pitched the entire third, or excuse me, how about the entire 4th? Pitched most of the third. Came in with 1 out, was able to pitch the rest of that 3rd inning. But working here in the 4th, 2-2. In there, strike 3 called, and that'll end the inning. Conway still, though, picks up a couple more runs here. 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left over on base. Waynesville, bottom of the 4th. We're officially halfway through this one. They trail Conway 6-0. We're back in 60. Tiger Baseball right here on Z102.3.
Appliances. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club Climate Control System warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
Another 2 runs for Conway in the top half of the 4th means it's 6-0 as we enter the bottom half of this inning. Waynesville trying to dig itself out of this hole. We'll have 6, 7, and 8 to do it. Connor Harbert here with you. Z102.3. We're getting it started here with Hunter Althusius. Althusius, his 2nd trip to the plate today. Had a good first trip to the plate. Was able to double. Fly ball over the head of the center fielder. Left stranded, though, eventually on third. Waynesville leaving the bases loaded in that 2nd inning. Next pitch here from Brixton Blue. Low and outside here, and it's 2-0. Blue still in the ballgame, entering his 4th inning of work. He's been able to rack up the strikeouts today, but now faces a 3-0 count. Another pitch delivered low and away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts for Blue, including 3 in the 3rd. Picked up all 3 outs via the strikeout. 3-0, Althusius taken all the way that time. Blue will drop one in, it's 3-1. Hitters count. Next pitch, another long fly ball. This time might be playable out there, left center. Underneath it, left fielder Tyler Vaughn. He'll make the catch. That's out number 1. Just a little bit too much air under that one for Althusius. And there is one down here for Waynesville. Stepping on in now, Luke Cassidy. Cassidy walked and got as far as second back in that second. See what he can do this time. First pitch, outer edge, strike 1. On deck now, Mason Thompson. 0-1, pop fly. Foul territory, right side. Blue going to call everyone off. He'll make the grab himself, and that's out number 2. Waynesville's not had a problem today of putting bat to ball. You've not been able to string them together. Or, in the case of this specific inning, finding fair territory. Pop out means there is 2 down here for number 8 hitter Mason Thompson. Thompson also walked back in that second inning, but he was the one stranded on first. First pitch caught the corner here, strike 1. 0-1 now delivered. That one's way high, and it's 1-1. Sails above the catcher, above the umpire, and into the net. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, we are in the bottom of the 4th, just a few minutes from the top of the 6 o'clock hour. 1-1 now, well outside, 2-1. Blue perhaps trying to overcorrect a little bit too much that time on that pitch. Went from way too high to in the dirt that time. So Thompson ahead in the count, 2-1. And the next one. Swung on, made contact, but fouled it off to the backstop here, 2-2. On deck for Waynesville, we'd see Wesley Dye if Thompson manages to keep this inning going. But there are 2 strikes. Here is the pitch from Blue. Swung on, missed, pitch in the dirt. Throw will have to go to first, but it's there in plenty of time, and that will end the inning. So Waynesville goes down in order, 1-2-3. As Blue picks up his 8th strikeout, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Into the 5th we go. 3 innings left to play. With Conway out in front of Waynesville, 6-0. We're back in 60. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Lawn and garden batteries are on sale because grass cutting and gardening season are upon us. Napa Lawn and Garden batteries are 10% off at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Springtime also brings the rain, and your Napa Parts store has Trico wiper blades on sale at $16 a pair. Similar savings on Rain-X and Napa wiper blades. Many Armor All products are on sale to keep it clean, as well as Blaster Penetrant, White Lithium Grease, and Industrial Strength Silicone Lubricants. Savings good until the end of the month and 7 days a week at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.dominos.com.
Top of the 5th here in Waynesville. 6-0 is our score. Conway, they currently lead Waynesville in our season opener. First of 5 Waynesville broadcasts we'll have for you here this month. But still 3 innings, 9 outs for Waynesville to work with. New pitcher into the ballgame here for Waynesville. Replacing Cody Cullen will be Dylan Pelkey. Haven't seen Pelkey so far in this game, but he will take over. Sophomore. Listed on the roster this year as a utility player and a pitcher. So, that's the call here as the pitcher here in the 5th. As they look to keep Conway right where they're at. Already coming in with that 6-0 deficit, but going to try to maintain it here so that he can give Waynesville the best chance to try to cut into that come the bottom half of the inning, so on and so forth. He'll face the bottom of the order, though. 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate here for Conway.
10, Gentry Blue.
We'll start it off here with number 7. That'll be the designated hitter, Gentry Blue. Believe Cullen has moved back into right field, by the way. Just by the eyeball test, but it looks like that's the only real change out there. First pitch here to Blue. Up high, ball 1. Blue's reached base twice tonight. Both times he's walked. Hasn't really been given much to hit today. First pitch this time, or excuse me, how about the 1-0? Caught the inner half, 1-1. Actually, correction, he was hit by a pitch back in the second, or back by the third, by the way. I still stand by my statement. He hasn't been given a lot to hit. 1-1, breaking ball low, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Leadoff batter of this top of the 5th. Next offering from Pelkey. Upper half that time, 2-2. Waynesville as a unit today. Again, Pelkey the 4th pitcher for the Tigers in 5 innings. They've picked up 4 strikeouts along the way. 2-2. Big breaking ball that time. Caught the outer edge. And that's strike 3 called. So make that strikeout number 5 for Waynesville as a team today. And there is one down now for left fielder Tyler Vaughn.
Now batting number 1, Tyler Vaughn.
Vaughn settles in 0 for 1. He walked back in the second and then scored later on in the inning. Then he struck out looking back in the second, squaring up to bunt. Bunts one foul down the third base line. Althusius will move up on it. Not playing any games with that one, not giving it a chance to roll back in. Sends it all the way off to the wall there. 0-1. Vaughn will come back in. No balls, 1 strike. On deck, Quentin McGuire. 0-1 sent in. Don't know where quite that one missed, but it's going to be 1-1. One strike pitch, big swing, but a miss. 1-2. Getting a good-sized crowd today here in Waynesville for this opening day game. How about the 1-2? Inner half, strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Pelkey. Bent that one back into the zone here. And the first 2 are down, bringing us to number 9 hitter Quentin McGuire.
Number 25, Quentin McGuire.
McGuire's 3rd trip, also 0 for 1. Walked in the second, grounded out to 3rd in the 3rd. That ended the inning. Well, was the shortest inning of the game today for Waynesville defensively. Able to retire Conway in 5 batters. Still gave up a run. Haven't gotten out of an inning clean since the first today. But a chance to do it here. 1-1 count to McGuire as he watches one in. One ball, 1 strike here to McGuire. Next one from the right-hander. Another big bender, but this one falls high. 2-1. Back to the top of the order after this. Isaac Freeman would get his 4th cuts. Trying to end it here. Pelkey going to step off. Didn't like what he had. But now he'll step back in. From the windup, 2-1. Outer half, strike 2. Pelkey not necessarily throwing heat in there, but he is hitting his marks. Waynesville has cooled down a little bit on the walk problem. But now Conway starting to put bat to ball a little more. Next one. That one ran inside and hit him. Just as I say that, of course, I tempted the baseball gods, and they smited me. So the hit by pitch will put a runner on here. That brings us to the top of the order, Isaac Freeman.
Isaac Freeman.
Freeman 1 for 1. 2 walks, a single, and an RBI. The RBI did not come on that single. Came on the walk in the second. It was a walk with the bases loaded. Trying to get it done again here in the 5th. First pitch too low in the dirt, 1-0. Freeman behind the plate today for the Bears. Conway's not gone for any defensive substitutions in this game. Runner taken off for second. Pelkey, though, going to throw to second, but he sends it on out into center field. They had him pretty much dead to rights out there. But Pelkey misfires it. That'll be an error on Pelkey. As McGuire moves on over to second. McGuire took off well early there. McCall came in and Pelkey stepped off the bag clean enough. But the throw just wasn't there. It was too low. Nice backup, though, from Zuber out in center field to make sure that it was only a one-bag error in the end. Still a 1-0 count. Make that 1-1 now. Next pitch called a strike. Then they try to work through Freeman and put up their first 0 since the first inning. Gave up 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. 1-1. Too high as it comes across. 2-1. Bricks and Blue on deck. Cade Archer waiting on in the wings. Two-one pitch from Pelkey. Down the middle, 2-2. Another 2-strike count here. Fourth hitter of the inning for Conway. Now here is that 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So Pelkey, despite the hiccup there, able to find himself 3 strikeouts in the inning. And again, holds Conway to nothing here in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. That moves us on into in the bottom of the 5th. Still 6-0 in favor of Conway. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Is your doctor unavailable? Are you sick but can't make it to your provider's office or walk-in clinic? Not feeling well while traveling? Access on-demand care 24/7 with the Phelps Health Key Care video visit. Video visits are a great option to treat a wide range of minor medical issues, including allergies, colds, sore throats, sprains, strains, and more. Visit phelpshealth.org to get care now.
Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville is more than a dealership. It's where your Chevy journey begins. From the bold and powerful Silverado, the sleek sophistication of the Malibu, to the dependable Equinox, Lowe Chevrolet has the vehicle to unleash your thrill of driving. Plus, when you choose Lowe Chevrolet, you're not just getting a car, you're getting a family. Your journey begins at Lowe Chevrolet. Online at lowechevy.com and off I-44 at exit 156 in Waynesville.
New pitcher here for Conway as we enter the bottom half of the 5th. It'll be Easton Jones, freshman on the mound here for the Bears. As he comes in, Bricks and Blue. He'll step off the mound, but he will enter the game at center field. I believe that is your only change out there defensively. I believe everyone else is in the same spot. Just means Brady Rogers, who was previously just the designated player for Conway, as in not hitting, I believe he will be done. Or at least for the time being. So again, Jones is on the mound. He is a right-handed pitcher. And he will face 9-1-2 here for Waynesville. I believe it will actually be Dylan Pelkey to hit first here for Waynesville. He's in the on-deck circle warming up right now. So looks like we'll actually have Pelkey at the plate. Our third hitter, or our third player in that 9 slot. And then we'll go up to the top of the order with Goforth and Sutphin. Again, it's Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. First game of the 2024 spring baseball season. I meant to go look and see who else was playing in the area today. But then I just forgot it. Yep. Dylan Pelkey here at the plate. Lakeway's playing today. Again, that's tomorrow's opponent. Lakeway is playing at home against Summersville. So we'll see if Lakeway comes in with a win tomorrow. But again, that'll be an 11 a.m. start, something to keep in mind. First pitch here to Dylan Pelkey. High and inside here, ball 1. Pelkey batting in that 9 slot. It was originally Wesley Dye, then it was Isaac Martinez. Martinez got the one and only appearance for this 9 slot. Dye was supposed to be that number 9 guy in the previous inning. Of course, Waynesville went down 1-2-3 in the 4th. And now it is the pitcher Pelkey. 1-1 at the plate here. Pelkey fouled one off. Next pitch again from the new pitcher Jones. Misses low and away. Ball 2. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Waynesville 9 outs to work with in essence. 7-inning game. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody outs just yet. 2-2. Jones watches one go by. Tough one to let go, but he pays off for him. 3-2. Didn't miss by much. Full count to start the 5th. From the windup, Jones pitches, and it's off the back of Pelkey. So Pelkey will take his bag here. He'll give Waynesville a leadoff base runner. Now let's see what Waynesville can do with it. Up to the plate now. Jackson Goforth. For that, though, we do have a pinch runner for Pelkey. Coming in to run, it looks like it'll be Deshaun Costin. A sophomore will step in to run. So Costin the run as Goforth comes up to hit. Goforth 1 for 2 today. He singled back in the 1st. Line drive to left center field. But then he struck out on a full count in the 3rd. First pitch low and away, ball 1. See if they do anything with Costin over on first. 0-1-0. Fouled off. 1-1. On deck now would be Carson Sutphin. In the hole, Ethan Heberling. 1-1 now. Jones delivers from the stretch. Line drive out toward right. That one's going to come down. That'll be a base hit. Costin will round second, but he'll stay right there. It'll be first and second here for Waynesville. Nobody out. Here again, here for Sutphin. Goforth, the second base hit of the day. Again, his first one was that line drive into left center. That time just simply sends one out to right. Balls do tend to die out there in that outfield. Grass a little bit longer than some fields I've seen. So it just kind of comes to a stop. But it is still enough to give Goforth that single. Costin again standing over on second. So Sutphin standing in 3rd time. He's also 1 for 2. Same line as Goforth today. Just flip him around. He struck out back in the 1st, but then singled in the 3rd. Watches the first pitch go by. It's called strike 1. Even struck out on a full count. Had the exact same line. Guess the single came on a different count, but both of them do have a K today. Here's a late swing there. Sutphin a little bit indecisive there, and it's 0-2. Kind of a half-measured swing there. Try to be a little more decisive here on this 0-2 count. Men on first and second, 0-2. Here's a long fly ball out toward right. If it stays fair, it's trouble, and it's foul. Wayne might have caught that one a little bit. Looked good off the bat. But everybody does have to come back here, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Waynesville, 2 more runners aboard, of course. They've left 5 on the base paths today. Other than that 4th inning, they've gotten at least 1 runner on base. But just haven't been able to score a run yet. Next 0-2, another foul ball. That one almost off the camera they set up behind the plate. We'll get a third try here at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Next one. Here's a swing to miss. And Jones will eventually win the battle here. It's strike 3. Sutphin strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. There's 1 down now. Runner still on 1st and 2nd. Ethan Heberling.
Now batting number 7.
Heberling's put bat to ball both his 2 trips today, but he's still without a hit. He grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st. 3rd inning, he reached base, but on an error. Error by the 3rd baseman. It's a slow roller down the 3rd base line. That got by McGuire. Here's a hard swing. That's going to be a line drive into left field. That caught the edge of the infield. They're going to try to send the runner home. Costin, he is going to be safe by a mile. Waynesville's on the board. Throw sails wide. They're going to take more off of it. Rounding 3rd is Goforth, but he'll stay right on there. But Waynesville is on the board. It's an RBI single for Ethan Heberling. So Costin will score. Goforth does move on to 3rd. It'll be an error, I believe, on the 3rd baseman McGuire to allow him to go to 3rd. And again, Heberling moved over to 2nd on the throw home. But he'll be credited with an RBI single. So 6-1 now our score. Waynesville's cut the lead to 5. See if they can keep it going here. Good spot with runners on 2nd and 3rd, and your cleanup hitter at the plate, Cody Cullen. Cullen going to watch a first one go by here, 0-1. Cullen, he struck out twice today, so a good chance, good opportunity maybe break out here. Now he's got to be hungry for one here, but now he faces an 0-2. Steps away for a pitch in the middle of the zone. Didn't like it. But I'll try again. 2nd straight 0-2 count we've seen here in this inning. Next pitch. Chased one high, but caught enough of it to foul it off. And we'll stay 0-2. We talk about it a lot. Those pitches up high, they look very good until you've missed them. That time, though, Cullen did catch enough. Next 0-2, though. That time, it's going to be, oof. That ball might have been inside, but our umpire didn't think so. It's going to be called strike 3. So Cullen will strike out for the 3rd time in this game. Runners will stay on 2nd and 3rd. And we'll see if Justin Zuber can bring them home. Zuber also 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Chance for him to break out here. First pitch from Jones. Almost went around, but the pitch is outside, 1-0. Able to hold up in time that time. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, over on 3rd, it's Goforth. The pitch from Jones. Down the middle here, 1-1. Over on 2nd, that would be Heberling. Of course, had that RBI single. Put Waynesville on the board. Even count, 1-1. Next one. Low and inside that time, 2-1. On deck here, Hunter Althusius. Luke Cassidy waiting on. We go a couple more hitters here, 2-1. Chase one in the dirt here. Strike 2, Goforth way down the line. But he'll retreat. We'll go to 2-2. That ball was in the dirt. Didn't actually really get away from Freeman there. Bounced in front of him. So just not enough room to run the rest of the way. Again, count evens up, 2-2. That 2-strike pitch. High and outside, 3-2. So another full count. First base unoccupied, so neither runner. Not Goforth, nor Heberling have to run with the pitch here. Just simply a full count pitch. Your payoff Jones delivers. Swung on, miss, strike 3. And that does end the inning. So another 3 strikeouts picked up by Conway, but Waynesville is able to put a run on the board. They find 1 run on the RBI single from Ethan Heberling, 2 hits in the inning. There were no errors, and there was 2 runners left over on base. Into the top of the 6th. 2 innings to go in this one. Waynesville trails by 5 at 6-1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Tax Pros and More, with locations in St. Robert, Richland, Lebanon, and Jefferson City, offers everything you need to start your brand new business. Don't be afraid of being a sole proprietorship and starting your own company, because you can always grow and hire later. The experts at Tax Pro and More are here to help answer any questions and make the transition extra smooth. Tax Pros and More also specializes in tax return filing, planning, bookkeeping, and financial statement analysis for your business, as well as other payroll services. Call us today and we can help. 573-451-2229.
Action Automotive in St. Robert is your locally owned and operated full-service mechanic shop, offering affordable same-day services, oil changes starting at $55. Local owners Evan and Caitlin York want to earn your business. Call or stop by today. They can get your vehicle fixed and back on the road in no time. Action Automotive Services, located at 128 April Drive. Call 336-8875. Next to Best Friends Animal Hospital. Action Automotive, proud to service the Pulaski County Ambulance and Fire District.
Back here once again, top of the 6th here in Waynesville. Waynesville able to put up a run on the board in the bottom of the 5th, but they still trail by 5. Dylan Pelkey still on the mound here for the Tigers. He'll look to try to keep it steady as Waynesville tries to make a late comeback bid here. Did a solid enough job in the top of the 5th. Was able to keep the Bears off the board for the first time since the first inning. Also picked up 3 strikeouts along the way. But we'll see if he can keep up that momentum here. Connor Harmony with you, Z102.3. Again, our first broadcast of the season. Tomorrow, we're in Lakeway. 11 o'clock. 10:45 pregame right here on 102.3. That'll be our, at the time, or at the moment, one Waynesville road game. We've got the rest of the Waynesville home games, of course. But we've also got lots of trips to Frisco League games. Trust me, I'll get my miles in this spring. We'll be going to places like Dixon and Licking and Richland, Crocker, Dixon again, Iberia, and then one more for Crocker there at the end of the year. Got pretty much all but one Frisco League team this year. And, of course, with things maybe changing on the fly, maybe we get all of them in there. His schedule is very much subject to change. 1-0 is going to be popped up, right side, foul territory. Giving chase is Thompson, but he'll run out of room. It's over the dugout and out of play, 1-1. 2, 3, and 4 up to the plate here for Conway. Bricks and Blue at the plate. He is 1 for 3 today. Nope, 1 for 2. Walked in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the second, then singled in the fourth. Later scored in that fourth. Here's a hard hit ball back to the mound here off the glove of Pelkey. Coming up on it is Cassidy, but he won't have a play on it. There'll be an infield single here for Blue. Hard hit ball right back to Pelkey there, and again, much like a lot of Conway's hits today, Waynesville makes a good try at it, but they're just putting it. A lot of velocity behind these infield singles. Can't really in good faith credit an error there, so it'll just be a single for Blue. First pitch now to Cade Archer. Drops in for strike 1. Archer is 0 for 3, but he's reached base twice. Grounded out to third in the first, but then has reached on 2 straight errors by the third baseman. Next pitch. Here's a pop-up behind us. Blue took off for second. He'll have to retreat. 0-2 count at the plate. So 0-2 here. As Pelkey looks for his 4th strikeout. Was able to pick up 3 in the 5th. Here is that 0-2. Breaking ball, hard hit line drive towards second. Cassidy, ball to glove. Still has time for the play at first. Got him. Trying to play it on a deep hop there. Ball came off the glove, but still had plenty of time to make the play. Wasn't able to make the throw over to second, so Blue does advance. But they do at least get Archer. That'll be one down now here for the cleanup hitter, Easton Jones. Blue again standing in scoring territory. Scoring position, sorry. Wrong term, I guess. Here's a hard hit fly ball out toward left. If it's fair, that one's trouble, but it's foul. Giving a good run out there in left was Sutphin. But it does eventually drift foul, and it's a rather loud 0-1 count. Jones today is 0 for 3, but he has an RBI. He's grounded out 3 straight times. Twice to the shortstop and once to the third baseman. Back in the fourth, he picked up an RBI. Breaking ball there. That one falls in. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Second straight 0-2 count here in this inning. The pitch, low, gets away to the backstop. Blue will move on over to third on the wild pitch. 1-2 here at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes. Next offering from Pelkey here. Here's a hard hit fly ball out towards center. Sliding after it is Zuber, but he can't make the grab. Ball is fair. That'll score the run. And the lead's back out to 6 now, 7-1. RBI single for Easton Jones. Zuber tried to slide in on it, but couldn't hang on. So the lead's back to 6, now 7-1, here in the top of the 6th. The runner on first, it's right fielder Jackson Gunter. First pitch to Gunter, he's going to send a fly ball out toward left. Sutphin lost it, that one's going to come down fair. Sutphin lost it in the sun. Meanwhile, they're going to try to make the play over at third, though. The relay is not going to be in time, and it's going to be a double here for Gunter. That was a can of corn. I'm sure Sutphin would have had time, but he lost it in the sun. Or lost it off the bat or something. But it does keep the inning going here and gives Gunter a double, his second hit of the day. Jones, who had to hold up and wait for it, still able to get around all the way to third. So runners on second and third, but 1 out. First pitch here now to Mason Miller. Going to be called strike 1. Pelkey working from the stretch at the moment here. The 0-1 now. A little bit lower that time. Too low, in fact. 1-1. Keep saying thank you to my sponsors, and I'll give you the rundown. Let's do that here, maybe after this batter. Of course, we got a lot of them. Hopefully, be joined by a few more. Here's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Got away from Heberling, but not far enough to move that runner over from third. It'll just be 1-2. So another 2-strike count here. This time again to Miller, who's 0 for 3. The pitch, outer half, strike 3 called. Strikeout number 4 for Pelkey. And that does hold the runners. Chance to maybe limit that damage to just the 1 run here, if he can get around Gentry Blue.
Gentry Blue.
Blue, his 4th trip tonight, is 0 for 1. Walked. That was back in the second. Hit by a pitch in the third. And then struck out. Here's a fly ball out toward right center. And that one's going to come down. That scores a run. They're going to try to make it 2 here. And they're going to bring him home. 9-1 now in favor of Conway. Came down just in front of Colin out and right. And allows both Jones and Gunter to score. So 3 runs now in the inning for Conway. So starting to pull away a little bit here. There'll be 2 RBIs for Blue. 2 RBI single. Now at the plate here, Tyler Vaughn. Nope, apologies, pinch hitter here. Not Vaughn, but rather Cole Twyman, freshman. So Twyman, big cut here. First pitch of the at-bat. Nope, apologies, at the 1-0. Makes it 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away again. Here's a swing, foul ball off toward the right. 1-2. On deck here, looks like it will be Quentin McGuire. 2-strike pitch. Going back to the breaking ball, but held it high. 2-2. Next pitch, the 2-2. Swing and a fly ball right side, but way out of play. We'll do it again. Getting updates, I guess the Class 6 championship game, basketball-wise, being played right now. Cardinal Ritter, Springfield Central. Receiving live updates from that, but I guess it's a fairly even game thus far. Very physical game, which I could have told you from a mile away that was going to happen. For reasons. 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Very athletic teams in that championship game. And that's probably an underestimation. Lots of those players going to be playing college ball next year. Pretty much every year for Cardinal Ritter. It's kind of what they do. And I could go on and on and on about that, but let's save that for another day. It's a full count, 2 outs, 9-1 our score here in the 6th. Waynesville trying to keep it just an 8-run game. Here is the pitch. Runner takes off. Pitch outside here, ball 4. Twyman will walk. It's first and second now. First and second. That brings us again to third baseman Quentin McGuire. McGuire.
25, Quentin McGuire.
He is 0 for 1. Watches the first pitch up high, ball 1. McGuire walked in the second, grounded out to third in the third, was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. Second straight inning we'll have seen McGuire. 1-0 pitch, high and inside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Next one, low and inside that time. Got away from Heberling. Both runners going to advance. Wild pitch. Means Blue on over to third now. Twyman on to second. As Waynesville continues to hunt for that second out. Should I say that third out? So 3-0 count. We'll see if McGuire has the green light. Most likely not. It's way high anyway, and that's ball 4. Bases loaded. Back-to-back walks now given up by Pelkey. And we go to the top of the order here. For the second inning in this game, Conway will have batted around. Bat around in the second, now bat around in the third.
Isaac Freeman.
Something to note here, if they're able to bring around those 2 lead runners, the bottom of the 6th becomes do or die for Waynesville. Just something to keep track of here. Waynesville, obviously, trying to guarantee themselves a 7-inning game today. First pitch here to Isaac Freeman is outside for ball 1. Next one misses up high here for ball 2. Freeman, his 5th trip to the plate. He is 1 for 2. Two-0. Up high here, ball 3. Walked in the first and the second, singled in the 4th, struck out in the 5th. But now faces a 3-0 here. Walk would bring home a run here. The pitch from Pelkey is up high again, ball 4. 3 straight walks now given up, and that does bring home the run. Blue will score. Twyman over to third. McGuire over to second. And again, Freeman now stands on first. So that'll send up the 10th hitter of the inning, that being Brixton Blue. So we actually do get a pinch runner here. Running for the catcher Freeman with 2 outs. Wyatt Lewis back out there to run. This Blue again settles in here. 2 for 3 in today's game. First pitch, fly ball off to the right, 0-1. Blue, his last 2 trips to the plate, has picked up those 2 hits. Walked in the first and reached on a fielder's choice in the second. But then has singled and scored both in the 4th and the 6th. 0-1 pitch, drops in there for 0-2. So Pelkey ahead in the count here, looking for the punch out. The 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that'll end it here. So we won't have 7 innings of baseball today. It's a 9-run lead heading on into the bottom half here of the 6th. We'll come back in 60 seconds. Again, 10-1 your score. Conway leads. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
If your heating and air exchange is not working properly, it might be time for an upgrade or an overhaul. AirServe Heating and Air in Waynesville is a full-service heating and air company. Allergy season is upon us, and AirServe offers indoor quality solutions. From the simple and efficient duct cleaning to replacing an old unit with an energy-efficient one. There's free estimates and financing options, so you know the cost before you start. Call 433-3613 or stop by the office at 505 Historic 66 in West Waynesville. AirServe in Waynesville, locally owned and operated by your neighbors.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now, you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
From short stacks to family memories. From cuddly companions to outdoor adventures. The Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
Bottom of the 6th here in Waynesville, 10-1 our score. Waynesville now trailing by 9. Another 4 runs come across for Conway in the top half of the inning. Waynesville 6 outs to work with. We know they'll have 6 outs to work with. We're able to avoid that 10-run deficit to make this a do or die. Here's a pop-up, though. Hunter Althusius. He's going to pop out in foul territory. 1 out, caught by the catcher Freeman. Connor Harbert here with you today. Z102.3.
Batting number 9, Luke Cassidy.
With Althusius gone, brings us now to Luke Cassidy. First pitch to Cassidy, misses outside here, ball 1. Cassidy's third try here at the plate, 0 for 1, with a walk and a pop out. Popped out to the pitcher in foul territory. First time facing Jones, though, here in inning number 6. 1-1 count now. Make that 1-2. Another fastball in. Cassidy in a hole here. Mason Thompson on deck. Cassidy, number 7 hitter. Here is the pitch. Swung on, miss. Strike 3. So back-to-back outs here for Waynesville. Quickly 2 outs. And that does bring us here to Mason Thompson. We're doing this bit again, Alan. Carthage, and Lamar. playing today. Lamar leads in the top of the second by an indeterminate score. Just saw somebody score. Get an update. But at the plate, here's Thompson. Of course, Carthage, future opponent for Waynesville. Guess that does hold some degree of relevancy. 0-1 misses outside here, 1-1. Of course, Waynesville heading on over to the COC next year. Here's a line drive, right field for Thompson, but it curls foul. Sent one down the first baseline, but he'll have to retreat and try it again here at 1-2. Of course, Lamar, Class 2 powerhouse. At least in football. They have their moments in the other sports too. But it is 1-1 in the top of the second. One ball, two strikes here to Thompson. Next one. This time going to be in fair territory, but he popped it up. Giving track is the first baseman Miller, but it actually comes down. Nobody really called it there, and it'll end up a single for Thompson. Not the most marvelous base hit around, but still a single for Thompson nonetheless. Put it kind of right in between the right fielder Gunter, the second baseman Archer, and the first baseman Miller. None of them really had a good angle on it. Just kind of comes down just shy of the foul line. So runner aboard here, 2 outs. And it is, once again here, actually, another new hitter in this number 9 spot, Owen Schick. So Schick in to hit. Again, that's 4th player at the number 9 slot. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Schick is a sophomore. Like I said, when we saw him pinch run earlier in the game. Do remember him from basketball season this year. Believe. Again, my knowledge of the JV squad's a little foggy this year. Believe the only player to come over from the basketball team this year. Certainly believe that. Here's a swing and a miss, though, on the 2-1. And it's 2-2. Of course, spring sports season upon us. Track and field also. Lots of options. 2-2 now to Schick. That one drops in, strike 3. And that does end the 6th. So Waynesville puts a runner aboard, but can do nothing with him here. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We know Waynesville will need to find at least 9 in the bottom half of the 7th. We'll see if Conway adds any more. We're back in 60. You're listening to the Tigers baseball on Z102.3.
Security Bank of Pulaski County, locally owned and operated, vested in our communities. When you call, we answer. No automated voice. We care enough to talk to you. Security Bank offers online banking, mobile deposit and bill pay, person-to-person transfer, and secure checking plus business loans, commercial loans, SBA for veterans, and agricultural loans for livestock and crops. Security Bank of Pulaski County with 2 locations, 110 Lynn Street in Waynesville and 102 Carson Boulevard in St. Robert. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Time for the 7th inning here in Waynesville. 10-1 is our score. Conway on top here of Waynesville. On the mound to take over here, Jackson Goforth. He'll be the 5th new pitcher into the game here for Waynesville. So he'll take over for Dylan Pelkey. Pelkey going 2 innings today. Giving up those 4 runs, though, in the 6th. So we'll see what Goforth can do. Again, he's one of the seniors on this year's squad. He's played most of the game here at short. Looks like over at short now. I believe that's Althusius. You do have a new player over at third. That's going to be Luke Cassidy. Which means now we got to see who's over now at second. That's Jonas Sarr over there at second now. Sophomore coming into the game for the first time. There's also another new player here at first. And it looks like that is Owen Chick. So you've basically got a new look infield here. But Jackson Goforth is your new pitcher here, and he'll step in to face 3, 4, and 5. Meat of the lineup here for Conway.
Cade Archer.
So we'll start with number 3 here. Cade Archer gets his 5th try. He is currently 0 for 4 in today's game. He's put bat to ball. He's certainly put the ball in play 4 straight times. To mixed results. Grounded out in the first, 5-3. Then reached on an error by the third baseman in the second. Another error by the third baseman in the fourth. And then grounded out 4-3 in the sixth. Hard hit ball to the second baseman, but Cassidy at the time was over there at second. Able to scramble and make the play in the end. Top of the 7th, though. First pitch to Archer is going to be called strike 1. Connor Harbin here with you this afternoon, this evening. Z102.3. Next pitch outside that time, 1-1. Almost to the 7 o'clock hour. Still about 15 minutes away. This ball game about 2.5 hours old at the moment. Here's a ground ball sent to third base side, but foul. 1-2. Again, I realize I lied and never told you the sponsors again. Hold me to it. I'm going to write it down after this batter. 1-2. Pitcher low and inside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Goforth. Low that time in the dirt. 3-2. Heberling still behind the plate, by the way. Like no changes in the outfield as well. All the changes in this inning have come strictly in the infield. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch. Line drive, back up the middle, base hit. Archer will find that first hit of the day. He'll round first, he'll stop there. Leadoff single. Conway's 8th hit of the day. Bringing us to cleanup hitter Easton Jones.
Number 6. Easton Jones.
Jones in for the 5th time. He's also put the ball in play quite a bit. 2 RBIs, but is 1 for 4. Watch the first pitch low in the dirt here for ball 1. Grounded out to short in the first. Grounded out to third in the second. Got an RBI ground out in the 4th. But again grounded out to short. Then had an RBI single in the 6th. Conway's 10 runs today, 8 of them are earned. Pickoff throw over to first from Goforth. Not in time. Archer dives back. Take about a 3-step lead over there on first. Next pitch, ground ball back towards second here. They'll apply the tag. Did he make the tag? No, they're going to say he missed him. And everybody's safe. They went for the tag on the second. Well, they went for the tag on Archer. Again, over there, that's Jonah Sarr at second. Provide an argument, but they're not going to win that one.
Now batting
Archer safe at second. Jones is going to get a fielder's choice. And I guess that will go down as an error. Waynesville's 5th error of the game here. First pitch low in the dirt. Both runners going to advance. Second and third now. 1-0 count here to Jackson Gunter. Gunter 2 for 4 today. Single and a double to his name. He doubled last time. Another pitch low here. 1-0. 2-0. Thought we had a pitch before that. Yeah, 2-0. I will not be fooled. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Runners on second and third here in the top of the 7th. The next offering from Goforth goes to the breaking ball, too high, 3-0. First base unoccupied here, so a walk would simply load the bases. Mason Miller on deck. Goforth a look over his shoulder to second. Now a pitch that swung on, missed. Gunter had the green light, couldn't do anything with it, 3-1. Again on deck, Mason Miller, Gentry Blue on the hole. And we'll work from there. 3-0, that time misses inside. It is a bases loaded walk. Or a walk to load the bases, should say. So the first 3 hitters aboard here for Conway. Now we'll get some kind of a substitution here. Time is called. Looks like we've got a pinch runner coming in. In to run, Lucas Freeman over at first.
Now batting number 35.
And that'll be that.
Mason Miller.
So a runner over at first. Mason Miller to the plate here. Still nobody out here in the top of the 7th. First pitch from the right-hander, Goforth. Gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to come home to score. 11-1. So Archer will score from third. Both runners elsewhere advance. Again, back to second and third here, but now 11-1. Waynesville struggling to get an out here in the 7th. It is a 1-0 count. Next offering. That time caught the knees here, 1-1. That Kentucky, Allen? All right. I only knew that because Lexington. Of course, there's also Lexington in, like, Massachusetts, isn't there? Something, American Revolution. It's been a while since I've been in school, but I feel like that fits. 1-1, misses high here, 2-1. How about the next pitch here? Swing and a miss, big swing and a miss, 2-2. And Goforth, who took over here in this inning. Trying to find that first out. Strikeout would keep those runners stranded, at least for now. Next one misses. Nope. Apologies. Stepped off. And we'll stay at 2-2. Trying to catch up my book here at the moment. Now here comes a 2-2. Down the pipe. Strike 3 called. So Miller will strike out for the 4th time in this game. So now 0 for 5 today.
Now batting number 22.
And that'll give us a pinch hitter here.
Whitford.
Peyton Whitford will hit now here for the designated hitter spot. Placing Gentry Blue for now. Whitford, a freshman. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off to the right and out of play. Fifth hitter of the inning, facing the 0-1 count. Batting from the right-hand side. 11-1, top of the 7th. Waynesville trailing Conway. Next pitch. Strike 2 called. Slides across the zone, finds the outer edge there. Goforth, perhaps looking for back-to-back strikeouts now. The 0-2. Ground ball, soft one, first base side. Schick gonna let it roll. Now sends it on to the right. Might have had a chance to pick that up in fair territory and get the out. Ball did eventually roll into foul territory, but I feel like if he came up on that one, maybe could have scooped it up and applied the tag. But instead, it'll simply stay here 0-2. Next 2-strike pitch from Goforth. After a long look back to second, misses high, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, and again 1 away after the strikeout. Next 2-strike pitch. Didn't miss by much that time either, 2-2. Might have been just below the knees there. Again, still runners on second and third. Jones on third. Gunter on second. Another long look to second. Now Goforth delivers. Line drive out toward right. That's going to get down. Sliding after it was Cohen, but it's going to get on by him. That'll score the second run, it looks like. 2 RBI single here. 13-1 in favor of Conway. So Cohen went for the sliding play there. Wasn't able to come up with it. And both runners will score. 2 RBI single here for the pinch hitter Whitford. And again, Waynesville now trails here by 12, 13-1. Still 1 out. Now a runner on first here. Next hitter up be Tyler Vaughn. Vaughn back in, was pinch hit for back in the 6th.
Now batting number 1, Tyler
But
Vaughn.
now back in here. First pitch was called strike 1. Pickoff throw over to first. Schick will apply the tag, but Whitford was back in there safely. Vaughn is 0 for 2. Again, he's made 3 trips to the plate. He struck out twice and walked today. Next pitch, half swing, but he definitely went around on it. I think the pitch was in the zone anyway, and it's 0-2. Another 2-strike count here. Goforth trying to finish this one off. Here's that pitch. Breaking ball high, 1-2. I did it again. How about we do it after this next pitch? We'll at least start it. I have to finish it then. We'll thank these sponsors whether I like it or not. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 2. So big thank you to all of our sponsors. Starting from the top, Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Paul's Furniture, Rivard Heating and Cooling, St. Robert Auto Supply, Domino's Pizza, Phelps Health, Lowe's Chevrolet, Tax Pros and More, Action Automotive, Air Serve, Angie Hale Bail Bonds, the Bank of Missouri, Post Pawn, and Security Bank. And also big thank you to Misha for even making high school sports possible. Without you, it would be a jumbled mess. So again, big thank you to all of our sponsors, and of course many more perhaps throughout the course of the season. We go out to different places. Wouldn't be surprised if a few more join us along the way. So 2 down now, still a runner over on first. And we'll have ourselves another pinch hitter, this time for Quentin McGuire. Stepping into the plate, it's Wyatt Lewis. We've seen Lewis as a pinch runner a couple times in this game, but this time he'll step up to the plate. First pitch is outside here, 1-0. Lewis is another one of those freshmen. Catcher, infielder. And now he's here at the plate. Pickoff throw to first. Again, not in time as Whitford dives back. One to 0 here. Pitch outside. 2-0. After this, we would go back to the top of the order. Isaac Freeman on deck. Bricks in blue. After that. 2 balls, no strikes. Waynesville obviously trying to end the inning here. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Trying to get on out of it here. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Goforth. Another swing and a miss. That time makes it 2-2. Again, another 2-strike count here in this inning. And the pitch to Lewis. Swung on, missed, strike 3. Ball was dropped. Throw will have to go on down to first. And it's there in time to end the inning. So Waynesville, well, it's a long, steep climb ahead. They'll need 12 to tie, 13 if they want to win. But you play the game out for a reason. We'll come back in 60 with that final half inning, that bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The dealership everyone loves doing business with, and that's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, having the all-new Tacomas arriving daily, and a low-rate story you will love, beginning with new Tundras that come with a rate-killing incentive of 2.25% for 48 months, 4.75% for 60 months on 24 Highlanders, RAV4s, Corollas, and Camry gas models. 55 years of experience means you can count on Seeger to take care of both you and your car. Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart or 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
With approved credit through TFS, pro model not included, expires 4/1/24. 113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Waynesville's last chance here at the plate, or at least first last chance here. Bottom of the seventh, trailing by 12 here to Conway, 13-1. Opening day of the spring 2024 baseball season. Connor Harbert here with you today. 97.9 The Source. First pitch here to Jackson Goforth, misses inside. Goforth actually leaping out of the way of this one. We're actually on Z102.3, of course. It's going to take me a few games to kind of get into that rhythm. We do have a new pitcher into the game, Jackson Gunter, stepping into pitch. Places Easton Jones. Jones, I believe, back to short here. But Gunter coming in from right field. 2-0 count here to Goforth. Now there's a swing. Long fly ball out towards center. Backing up on it is Brixton Blue. Makes the catch for out number 1. Waynesville down to its final 2 outs. Solid contact again. Goforth's been making good contact all night tonight. But another Adam ball there. Blue not having to go very far for that one to make the grab and the out. So with Goforth gone, now here is Carson Sutphin. Sutphin 1 for 3. First pitch to Sutphin, sails over his head, 1-0. Sutphin struck out in the first, singled in the third, and struck out in the fifth. 1-0 now. It's a fly ball off to the right and out of play. Now leaving the count up here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sun's starting to go down here in Waynesville. Again, as we cross the 7 o'clock hour. This game officially 2.5 hours old. Got started right at 4:30 today. Been playing since then. 1-1. It's going to be fouled off to the backstop here, 1-2. So 2-strike count here on Sutphin. Trying to avoid striking out for the 3rd time in this game. And single came back in the 3rd. So left stranded over on 2nd in that inning, though. 1-2. Caught a piece of it, but sent it foul again down the 3rd baseline. Will stay 1-2. One and two here. And the wind blowing still out toward right field. Next offering from Gunter is swung on, missed. Strike 3. So Sutphin strikes out. Waynesville's down now to its final out. So the first last chance for Waynesville will be catcher Ethan Heberling. Heberling comes in here, 1 for 3. Picked up his first hit in the fifth, actually had himself an RBI. Pop fly, left side. Could have enough room there. Giving chase is McGuire, but he wasn't able to get there. It falls for strike one. I believe that ball was just shy of the fence out there. But wasn't able to get to it in time. So 0-1 here to Heberling. Here comes the next pitch. Outside here, 1-1. On deck, if the inning continues on, would be Cody Cullen. Justin Zuber after that. Waynesville can string together a couple of good at-bats. 1-1 below the knees here, 2-1. Heberling ahead in the count, 2-1. Thought that might be around the same spot, but it's going to be called a strike this time, 2-2. 2 strikes here to Heberling. Looking for the final out of the game. Nope, low and outside here, ball 3. 1 strike away, Waynesville's down 2. Full count, payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Waynesville stays alive for now as Heberling will draw the walk. Heberling on to first. There's one of the many base runners you'll need in this game. That does bring us now here to cleanup hitter Cody Cullen.
Batting number 17, Cody Cullen.
So Cullen to the plate here, trying to keep this game alive. First time's called. Now we're back to it. Cullen 0 for 3 today's game. Pickoff throw over to first, but Heberling's back. Cullen has struck out 3 times in this game, once swinging, twice looking. First pitch to him here, drops in, strike 1. Oh, 1 now. Next pitch to Cullen here. Chased it low, got away from the catcher. And that'll allow Heberling to move on over to second. But still a swing and a miss there. Means it's 0-2. So again, Waynesville finds itself down to its final strike. Gunter trying to finish this one off. Here is the pitch. In there, strike 3 called. And that'll do it for this one. So Waynesville, unfortunately, will fall in their first game of the season. They lose to Conway here tonight. Final score, 13-1. We will take ourselves a short break. We'll take ourselves a 1-minute pause. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up. And we'll get you all set again for tomorrow. Quick turnaround here from this game tonight. Again, your final score, Conway 13, Waynesville 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Hallett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Back here once again at the Waynesville High School Baseball Stadium. This one in the books. Unfortunately, Waynesville will start its 2024 campaign on a loss. They fall to Conway here tonight. Final score, 13-1. Waynesville did not lack base runners in this game. Unfortunately, they lacked the continued string-together offense to pick up the runs they needed here today. Also, Waynesville just gave up too many free passes here today. Too many errors, too many walks. We'll see if they can clean that up as they move throughout the course of the season. But tonight just didn't have what it took to come out with the victory. So some final lines here for you this one. As we first take a look at Waynesville, 1 run today on 6 hits in the field. Unfortunately, they commit 5 errors here today. They do leave 9 runners on base. Meanwhile, Conway, they pick up 13 runs today on 9 hits. They commit 1 error and leave 8 runners on base. Winning pitcher in this one, that will be Brixton Billiou. He goes 4 innings here today, picks up several strikeouts. I believe ends with 7 strikeouts in the game today. The loss will be given on over to Wesley Dye. Didn't pitch a lot in this game. Like I said, we're holding on to those innings, that pitch count, to make sure that everybody is ready to go tomorrow. But he does go a inning and I believe an inning in 2/3 today and does give up the 1 run. So, ultimately, actually, nope, that does not mean Dye is our losing pitcher tonight. That would, I believe, be Hunter Althusi. No, Dye did put a couple runners on base, so apologies there. Dye does actually take the loss. But ultimately, Waynesville will start its season 0-1, and they'll have to kind of get back into it. They will quickly turn around. They will play tomorrow on the road, but not too far from Waynesville. They are taking on the Lakeway Hornets, about 15 minutes from Waynesville or so, which means we're going to be heading on the road with them. I will be out there in Lakeway tomorrow morning, so make sure you tune in. It will be at 11 o'clock, which means pregame will be about 10:45 here on Z102.3. We'll get our first chance to see the Hornets. We'll have them a couple times on the radio as well. Once, of course, playing Waynesville. Then we'll have them down the stretch as well for a Frisco League game there too. But again, a reminder, we'll have all Waynesville home games this season. We're going to open up on a 5-game Waynesville stretch. Of course, today against Conway, tomorrow against Lakeway. Next Tuesday, we'll have Marshfield, and then we'll have a week off before we can return here to the baseball field to take on Hillcrest, and then, of course, on that Thursday after that against West Plains. Then we'll dive into our Frisco League schedule starting in April. April 1st, it'll be Dixon and Crocker. April 5th, it will be Licking and Iberia. But of course, I am super excited to bring all those games to you. Hopefully you are as well. But for tonight, I think we'll go ahead and sign it off. Again, your final score tonight, Conway 13, Waynesville 1. For Dan back in the studio, I'm Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here tonight. Until next time, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 FM as the Tigers make their way through the spring sports season through the Ozark Conference against the Frisco League and more. Tiger Baseball brought to you by the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland, and Morris Ford, Security Banks of Pulaski County, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland in Richland and John Gregory at Crocker, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, the Marys County Bank, Domino's Pizza of St. Robert, Phelps Health, Lowe's Chevrolet, and Ramard Heating and Cooling. That's it for this time. Until next time.